Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Congressman, first off, tell us what happened briefly on the aircraft when it depressurized.
Well, you know, it was obviously a significant event because it's not very often that all of a sudden you see all these oxygen masks fall down in your face. But actually, the people did pretty well. They remained calm. Everybody grabbed it and started breathing, and we knew it was a real thing. At least I noticed that the stewardesses and the attendees didn't get up to check on anybody. They immediately sat down and got their oxygen on, so it was very, very necessary that we get the oxygen because we were at 35,000 feet. Sometimes it was described as a nosedive, but I wouldn't have described it as being that dramatic. It was obvious that we were going down quickly, and then they took about 20 minutes or so to get into New Orleans, and that was it. So it was dangerous, but it occurred rather quickly, and it was over, and nobody panicked.
Okay, you've got a special emergency hearing today on oil. Tell us about that.
Well, we have a special hearing today to study the relationship of the weak dollar and oil prices, and this was at my request because they're always talking about all kinds of things, you know, things like speculators and Arabs and everything in the world about the oil price, but they never talk about the fact that the dollar gets weaker and we print too many. So Barney Frank, who's chairman of the Banking Committee, did respond to my request, and we're holding hearings in which we'll start here probably within 20 minutes or so.
So you're getting ready for that.
Right.
On the Iran front, last week you told the Congress that really big things are about to happen, really serious things that are unprecedented in modern history. Can you specifically tell us what you're talking about?
Well, in a way, it's related to foreign policy, but not specifically. It wasn't like I knew in 1 week or 2 weeks something major was happening, like the bombing of Iran, although that hangs over the market. Most of the thoughts going through my mind was the relationship of foreign policy on how it's draining us and bankrupting us, and the critical problems that we have in the financial sector today, and I think they continue to exist. And I dwell on the dollar because all we do up here, just like yesterday, hundreds of billions of dollars allotted to bail out the housing program that puts weight on the dollar, and the dollar is going to go down, so we can expect a lot of inflation and a very weak economy, and I think we're seeing the beginning of a major, major economic event.
They have tried to cover up the fact, the control corporate press, as you know, sir, that the dollar's imploding. Now people finally seem to be waking up to that. Is that a good thing to put pressure on the central government to try to reverse policies that are killing the dollar?
Well, on the short term, there's going to be a little bit of pain with that when you reverse that. If you try to save the dollar, yeah, this is going to be painful, but ultimately that's the only thing you should be doing because if you don't do that, everybody's going to suffer a lot more than anybody ever dreamed of. I mean, you can keep propping up the system, trying to reinflate the bubble, and try to take care of everybody receiving welfare checks, but what happens when the money doesn't buy anything? So we lose our way. It won't solve our problems.
By major economic event, we're already seeing those daily as jobs are lost and energy goes up and all sorts of problems happen, all related to the dollar and our debt. What are you talking about? I mean, can you specifically tell us what type of major event you're talking about?
Well, I think where the dollar essentially doesn't function anymore, and, you know, more runs on the bank. I mean, just yesterday with that housing bill, you know, inside that bill, they decided they're going to start fingerprinting anybody who's in the mortgage business as a supposed solution to our problem. Also, in that bill, they have a new law that says that every single credit card transaction will be reported to the IRS. They raised the national debt by $800 billion. But this whole thing about, this reporting of every credit card transaction, so maybe people will quit using their credit cards and start going to cash, and this could have all kinds of ramifications. So,
have you seen the bill where they want to send CPS to all parents' homes at birth?
I did not see that bill in particular, no.
WorldNet Daily's got it. It seems like government, the statists, are making their move right now.
Yeah, no, they are, and they're going to always react in the wrong way. They've created problems. Mises, the great Austrian economist, said, governments act, they create, trying to solve one problem, they create two new ones, and they go and try to solve those and just pyramid the complexity of our problems.
Congressman, the rally bomb, tell us about that.
The rally bomb is occurring tomorrow. We want to really send a strong message. We've rented an auditorium up there that could hold 15 to 18,000, and some of my staff's optimistic to think that we can sell all the tickets in one day, a total of $17.76 per ticket. I'm always cautious about this. I don't know what's going to happen, but they want to send a loud message. So if we fill that place up.
And what website do they visit for the rally bomb?
Pardon me?
What website do they visit for the rally bomb?
It's campaignforliberty.com.
Congressman, try to check in with us next week as things unfold. I need to talk to you 30 seconds off air about another issue behind the scenes. So give me another 30 seconds before you have to go to that committee meeting. That was Congressman Ron Paul right here on GCN.